A voice from off-panel pierced the quiet, asking if someone named Torino was dating Kuroki Yuko. Yuko Hozumi, with a thoughtful brow and her hand resting on her chin, internally mused, probably, her quiet reflection hinting at the truth behind the unexpected rumor. Hachisuka Kei, with a teasing grin, questioned, "What probably?" before dismissing the notion entirely. At that rate, it'll naturally terminate. Why no? But the flustered Torino wouldn't have it, declaring with wide-eyed determination, AS if that would happen, and insisting, "We're getting closer bit by bit." A male classmate casually announced, "Today, I'm going home holding hands with Yuiko-san," as if it were a simple, settled matter, while Yuko Hozumi looked down, her expression private. Across the room, Hachisuka Kei stared in utter disbelief, his face etched with shock and beads of sweat. Yuko, rarely one to assert herself, fixed Hachisuka with an unexpected, challenging gaze, her hand firmly on her hip. Caught completely off guard, Hachisuka could only stare back, a bead of sweat forming on his brow. Even as her classmates chattered about bringing a forbidden item into school, Yuko Hozumi's gaze hardened, her usual shyness replaced by a fierce resolve. With a rare, unyielding glare, she declared, "Abide by the rules." Yuko Hozumi maintained her firm, expectant gaze, asking, and then, to a classmate who quickly panicked, exclaiming, "Yuko-san, I'll clean up right away." Nearby, another girl sternly chastised Tomoya for his childish act of bringing sweets to school. Hachisuka Kei leaned over Yuko's desk, his gaze firm as he announced, "It looks like I have to spend my lunch break with you, in order to make sure you won't be munching on sweets." Yuko looked up, a soft, okay, escaping her lips as a quiet surprise settled on her features. One classmate, determined, insisted, "Ayamatsu, you come too," prompting a bewildered, "Huh? Why?" from Ayamatsu, who also worried about her melon bread. Yuko Hozumi offered a soft, gentle hum of acknowledgement, her gaze quiet and attentive. Meanwhile, a boy on the far left suddenly exclaimed in surprise, "Akazaki-san." As the situation continued to unfold, Hachisuka Kei's mind reeled with a bold, hopeful thought. This is a chance to do things lovers do. His wide eyes and slightly agape mouth betrayed his fluster, while Yuko Hozumi stood by his side, her gaze calm and expression unreadable. Tomoya, a classmate called, prompting a surprised yes in response, before Yuko Hozumi, her cheeks flushed, quietly suggested, "I'll also go buy tea." As another classmate then offered, "Let's go together," Yuko looked down with a shy but firm resolve, while Ayamatsu simply mumbled, "Okay." Hachisuka Kei casually wiped a hand near his brow, observing, "It's getting hot these days, huh?" as they stood bathed in the sun. Yuko Hozumi, still a little reserved, gently cast her gaze downwards as she quietly responded, "Spring's near the end, after all." Hachisuka Kei, wiping sweat with a faint, "Okay," while holding his plastic bottle, was suddenly startled, his gaze snapping to Yuko Hozumi. He exclaimed, sharply pointing at the bin as he warned, "Yuko-san, you shouldn't, Tomoya. You can't throw pet bottles there. That's for burnable trash." Hachisuka Kei, taken aback, sputtered, before insisting, "But this is the only trash bin here." Yuko Hozumi merely fixed him with a challenging glare, her brows furrowed, and retorted with a blunt, "And so." Hachisuka waved off his fatigue, ready to dispose of his bottle, but Yuko earnestly stopped him, saying, "Please wait." Gathering her courage, she then held up her own finished drink and suggested, "Shouldn't we take a walk together to throw the pet bottles?" To which Hachisuka looked a little surprised, then agreed, acknowledging they had both finished. Hachisuka Kei looked down at the overflowing bin with a frustrated sigh, remarking, "This one's full every time." Before considering, maybe we should just leave it on the floor. Yuko Hozumi, however, instantly interjected with a firm, "No, don't," her gaze serious as she explained, "We'll trouble the one cleaning those," adding a small fueled by empathy. Considering their options, Yuko Hozumi noted matter-of-factly, "It seems we have to go outside the school grounds to throw the pet bottles away." A slight pause, and then she added, "We also have to take a stroll together after school, huh?" Which made Hachisuka Kei look thoughtfully at her before agreeing, "You're right." Suddenly stopping, Hachisuka Kei exclaimed, "No, wait," expressing his reluctance to trouble Yuko Hozumi any further. After a quizzical at his sudden hesitation, Yuko simply offered an observation, noting, "This trash bin is surely blocked in the bottom." Hachisuka Kei quickly took charge, grabbing a heavy box of books and reassuring Yuko with a confident smile. If it's just two, IT can surely. Now, with a faint FUU and a wipe of his brow, his eagerness to help remained undiminished despite the visible effort. Left speechless by Hachisuka's sudden helpfulness, Yuko Hozumi felt a flush creep onto her cheeks. Her brow furrowed ever so slightly as she silently pondered his assertive kindness. A bead of sweat forming, Hachisuka Kei stuttered, "Ma. Maybe it's really full," clearly bewildered by the unexpected obstruction. Yuko Hozumi, now finding her voice in exasperated agreement, loudly declared, "Yeah, that's definitely full." Hachisuka Kei blurted out with renewed, if still flustered, determination, "Let's go home together after school." Yuko Hozumi, still deeply blushing, kept her gaze averted, her thoughts seemingly lost on the idea of simply throwing the pet bottles away. Leading the way, Hachisuka firmly stated, "Now quickly, the sun will set if we don't hurry," then softly called, "Yuko-san." With a jolt, Yuko looked up, her eyes wide with sudden realization. True to his words, Hachisuka Kei firmly clasped Yuko Hozumi's hand, leading her forward without a moment's hesitation. Yuko, her heart fluttering with surprise and a touch of warmth, found herself gently pulled along by his confident grip. As Hachisuka Kei confidently led her forward, Yuko Hozumi walked with her head bowed, a silent, hanging in the air around her. The unexpected warmth of his hand in hers left her shy and wordless, her thoughts fluttering with unspoken feelings. With a gentle forward gaze, Hachisuka Kei proposed, "Let's both walk slowly together," setting a comforting pace for Yuko. Yuko Hozumi, her head still slightly downcast yet quietly accepting, softly echoed, "That's right." Slowly, as they continued their walk side by side.